3, 2, 1. Hi, everybody. We're the Knitting Posse. I'm Kim.
I'm Kate.
Laura.
And today's March 24th, Monday. We don't usually podcast on Mondays,
No.
and it's episode 75.
I believe it's 75, yeah.
It is.
75.
Yep.
We're getting old.
I checked.
We're getting Nice, beautiful, rainy day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Laura's got big plans for after this.
I did not sleep a wink, so I'm going to apologize right now if I'm yawning during this. It has nothing to do with what's going on. I was like, if we weren't podcasting, I would be in my bed reading my book and maybe dozing off. But
it's
anyway,
good,
I'm here.
cozy.
It
nap-
is. It's
nap
it's
weather.
raw.
It
again.
is.
It's
It
that
is.
cold
Mhm.
raw.
It's spring. New
I know.
England spring. You know. That's why I put some forest branches behind us for little hope.
Oh,
Nice.
pretty.
Right?
Yeah.
Cherry, apple.
Those are cherry.
Yeah,
They're
nice.
pretty.
Yeah. Okay, so if you feel a twig in your head, it's all good. Let's start with what we're wearing. Kate.
I am wearing, and this is my FO, and I thought I talked about it last time. I told you it was a vest, but this was my secret test knit from Thea Colman. I couldn't show it the last podcast. So this is called The Last Word. It was knit in Ross Farm Fibers Ashen, which is a Wensleydale, and I love it. I wore it to Nash Yarn Fest, and the Ross Farms Fibers were vending there, so it was really fun to meet Amy.
You got a lot of compliments on that.
I
when we were
did.
there.
It's so good.
I did. It's a simple. There are no cables. Yes, it's Thea Colman. There are no cables. It's a simple pattern. It's easily memorized. But the little details, like my favorite part of it is, I don't know if you can see it, but see this knit stitch that goes all the way down the side of the V, and it's also all the way down the side of the ribbing on the sleeves. Like, it's just the little details like that I think really elevate it. So yeah, it's really comfortable. It's soft. It's a little farmy, but I could wear it with a t-shirt and be happy. So
Looks great.
yes, it's called The Last Word. It is out now. Go get it.
Yeah,
It's definitely on my list. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
vests are such a comfortable fit.
And it was funny because there's like knits and purls in here. So when I was knitting it, it was sort of like
An accordion.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that is never going to fit me. And then I blocked it and it blocked beautifully. Yeah. I was like, ah. So yeah.
Nice. Laura, what's that beautiful knit?
Surprise, surprise. It's petite knit. It's the Marseille. There's just two, she probably has way more. You knit the other one. It's another French name. The stripes, it's more stripes.
Leon.
Leon.
Yes.
So this is the Marseille. It is knit in,
This one?
Oh, here, Kate.
I knit it in, it's Santa's Garn, Double Sunday, and I believe both of these colors are her specific colorways. I didn't realize, wait, didn't you knit this a while ago?
Yeah, but Kate's gonna fix it for me. We can talk
Okay. Oh, it's a mix. Yeah.
Sorry.
I forgot about that. So this is whipped cream and this is cardamom. And I saw this one, I don't know if I saw it on Ravelry or if I saw it on Instagram, this color combination, because she usually does like a white and black or a white and navy blue, which is totally my colors, but I saw this and I was like, that's just such a great neutral, go with
nice.
everything.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm gonna say I had to really defuzz this. I had to attack it with my gleaner this morning to put it on, which is a little bit of a bummer.
Well, do you wear it a lot?
Not enough. I should wear it more. This is also, I love this. I think I started doing this before the sweater and I kind of forgot about it until I put this on. I switched the last row of ribbing, I switched to the contrasting color and then bound off in that. And I did it on the body too.
That's cute. Yeah.
Deb
Ricketts?
does that, and I love it. I couldn't really do it.
Thanks, Deb.
Yeah, it's a great idea. It's just cool. I didn't do it here. But this construction where you start with the back and then pick up the sides.
You're good.
And then knit down is really my favorite sweater construction. I love the fold over neck. I mean, this is my favorite sweater construction.
Perfect day for it too. It's kind of a sweatshirty sweater,
it's so cozy,
pose.
comfy. So,
Yeah, I love it.
It's heavy.
It's DK. I mean, it's so thick. It's but it just pills a little too much for me. It gets a little too fuzzy. It's not a Kate sweater, but it's
No,
definitely a
I
Laura
think it
sweater.
would be too
And
warm.
opposite
Oh yeah,
a
for
Kate
sure,
sweater.
for sure.
You'd need lace holes somewhere.
Vents.
You could do, instead of the stripes, you could just do like
Yeah.
lace yarn overs or something to give you a little ventilation.
Hmm.
But very happy with it,
It's really
especially
pretty.
today. It is
And
a
I
good day.
especially like that you didn't do navy stripe. No, I mean I love
I know
the
it's
navy
shocking
stripe
for me,
ones, but
yeah, but
I like it in a
as
neutral.
soon as I saw this color combination, I was like, "Yep, that's
Mhm.
it." It's just good. It goes with everything.
Oh my god, my daughter's always like, if you buy one more striped thing,
I love stripes.
I do
need it.
too.
I know it's predictable.
she's like, oh my god. I'm like, oh,
but
I
you
like
know
what I
what?
like.
You know what? Exactly.
Like what I
You
like.
gotta- you
But
gotta-
we did not coordinate this today.
No,
we've
I
all got
know.
a brown
Very-
going on instead
yes,
of
yes.
No, I love
So-
it. I am wearing Leslie Friend's
Friend to friend.
friend to friend. Thank you, Leslie, my friend. And I knit it in the yarn she suggests. It's Lion Brand Hue and Me. I think it's color Arrowwood. This is a perfect day for this.
Yes.
There's always a perfect day for this knit. It's so easy. You can knit it up in like a day or two. I just throw it over because for me, I get chilled up here, up top, and if I'm warmer up here, I can survive anything. So, Leslie, I've made so many of these, it's not even funny. So, as you know, Joanne's RAP is going out of business in Milford. Well, I happen to be in Milford where my mom lives. And they had 3 skeins left of the off-white. And it was saying, Kim, don't leave us here. So, how could I leave them there? And this is exactly what I
cost
needed.
you like $5.
Pretty much. It cost me more to get gas in the car to go there than it did for the yarn. So, but I think an off-white one will be really pretty too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Talk
Yeah.
about
I love
everything.
this thing. This is a great travel hangout, you name it.
Mhm.
So, thank
And
you,
it's-
Leslie.
It's nice because the shoulders actually have shaping.
Yes.
So it
Yes.
fits really well.
And I, of course, make mine longer. I think Leslie's is a little shorter, but I like it to my elbow, just above the elbow. So that's the most comfortable way for me. So
And you can still move your arms and it doesn't like,
I could drive. It's not like those swan shows that you're like T-Rex arms. So happy with this.
great.
Thank you, Leslie. Another beautiful pattern from her.
yes.
Actually, that would be my theme for the day, I guess, is Leslie Friend. So before we get into, let's just do our normal podcast and then talk about Nashville, right? So then if people aren't interested in hearing about it, I don't know why you wouldn't be. It's so awesome.
Or you've heard
Then-
too many
or you-
others
I
already.
know, there are a lot of them, and thank God, because I'm like, I don't remember that. So let's do our normal format before we get into Nash Vegas, I call it. What happens in Nashville's days. Kate, what do you have for whips?
Whips. I have 2 whips.
Okay.
I think they're both the same whips that I had last time.
That's
And
okay.
I've done only a tiny bit on this one. These are Rich's socks. It's the Garthenor yarn Snowdonius sock. I don't have the colors because my printer wasn't working and the picture of my show notes didn't go to my photos. So anyway, I'm on the decreases for the toes and yeah, I'll do the heels next and then the cuffs.
Garthenor, right?
Yes,
They were at Nashville. I saw you. I don't remember seeing.
I saw them.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one whip.
They make great socks.
Well, they're sturdy.
They're sturdy. They feel very
farmy.
crunchy. Yeah. But when you wash them and they get softer and wear them.
Are you wearing it as just like a slipper around the house or
So
under in your shoe?
Rich
Rich's, yeah.
got Birkenstocks
Oh, that's right.
and
They
he
would
was
look
wearing
cooler.
his Puma socks.
No,
So,
Rich, no bueno.
No bueno, no bueno. So these are for Rich to wear with his Birkenstocks.
That's
so.
thank God.
Yes, I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I don't want to see him in town with us. I want to be like, pretend I don't know him. He loved
Dare
it.
walk into the village market looking like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, right?
Exactly. Okay.
And then my other whip is my Olga sweater by Petite Knit.
Talk about stripes.
Talk about stripes. I am using the Fonte Soyuz
I
yarn.
love that Fonte.
It is silk and merino, 70% wool and 30% silk. it's very round and bouncy. It's nice to knit with. So I don't remember where I was in this the last time we podcasted, but I had to rip it all out and start it again because my gauge was not gauging properly. Yeah. So I am knitting the size small. I am doing my sleeves 2 at a time. That's where I'm at now. And I'm getting pretty close to finishing those. And a lot of people say they don't like to do magic loop on the sleeves or do them 2 at a time. But I find because I have arthritis in my hands, it forces me to do something different with my hands while I'm on my way around. Like I have to fix the needle, so it gives my hands a break, and it reminds me to kind of stretch them.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
I don't mind it. It takes longer, I think, because
Do you think it takes more than twice as long?
no,
Oh,
No.
So it's faster.
no.
It should
Than
be
doing
faster.
each one separately.
But it's like they're done at the same time,
Yeah, it's perfect.
and my decreases are definitely mirrored versus
Yes, yeah.
sometimes when you like they're supposed to be like every 12 rows. There are a couple times
Ish.
when this isn't.
Ish.
Yes, they're 12 row ish. Yeah. So yeah, I like doing them 2 at a
All
time.
right, you have a couple issues with this though.
I have a couple issues with this. So my first issue is the arms are very wide, and I finally tried it on again last night.
Look at the pattern.
They are
I mean,
wide.
They're
yeah,
wide.
they are wide. I
boxy
think it's
cut.
going to be okay, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start decreasing a little bit faster until I get to the end and do a couple extra decreases than what the pattern calls for.
Yeah, she's kind of swimming in these arms.
Yeah. So that's my first issue. My second issue is I was all ready to bind off on the plane on the way to Nashville. It's an Italian bind off, and I did the 2 setup rows, and I started the bind off, and it was just looking too sloppy. And I remembered once I did all of that, that when I do an Italian bind off, I usually go down at least a needle size, if not 2, on the rows before, because then I find it looks a little bit neater. So I put the bottom on just a little string that I had in my bag, but it's like flipping up, and I don't know why. I went down a needle size the row before I started the ribbing, and I did 1 row of knit on the smaller needle size. But if any of you know why it might be flipping, Patty Lyons, if you're watching, please help.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
so
think the gauge, it looks too open.
I think
do
so
think
too.
You need to go down another
needle size, yeah.
or 2.
I agree. I
Because
agree.
I don't like the
Because the
fabric
ribbing,
it's making.
no, the ribbing is too
Loose.
loose.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Just
agree.
tightening it up will probably
I think
help.
tidy it up.
Yep.
Tighten.
Yep.
Tighten.
So yeah, so after I finish the sleeves, then I'm gonna rip that back, and
There's not a lot of ribbing, right?
no,
Really?
no.
How
This
many?
is it. So
Oh.
this is it, and then
Just
you
the
do.
2 colors.
Then you're supposed to do the 2 setup rows and then the Italian bind off. When I've done the Italian bind off in the past, I have never done the setup rows. I just go right into like the sewn bind off.
Yeah,
Um,
I do that too. I
Me
skip
too.
the setup row now.
And it's interesting, some designers call for the 2
Yeah.
rows and some do not.
yeah. So again, if anybody out there knows why you do the 2 setup rows versus why not just go right into it, let me know, because I'm curious.
But but the flipping has nothing to do with that, obviously.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's a whole
Strange.
separate issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love the colors. I love the pattern. I like the stripes. I think it's gonna be nice
It's
for like a
adorable.
white jeans.
Yep.
You know,
Yes.
You'll need air conditioning for sure.
I'll need air conditioning, but it's actually so it's a little. My gauge is a little like looser, like you
Yeah.
can see through it, and it's not super heavy. So
It would also look lovely just thrown over your shoulders
Right.
with a t-shirt.
Just
Yeah,
like a
true.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying not wearing it,
Yep.
but I'm just
Yep.
saying it could look really cute.
Yeah,
If you do
Yeah.
that, you don't have to finish the arms or the
true.
There are actually patterns that are just
Oh, isn't
flat.
Caitlin doing one? The fake sweater? Caitlin
Oh,
Fr-
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
There are patterns where it's just like it's not actually a sweater you could wear. It's just something to tie over
Yeah.
your shoulders.
Or your
Well,
waist. What did I tell you what it was called? The sofa. Sweater over fat sofa.
Yeah, so so that's this. We'll see. The saga continues with this one.
So petite knits might be it for you.
It might be.
You're the only one in the world.
I know, but you know
Yeah,
what?
she's not going to suffer because of that.
Yeah, I think she'll be okay.
The career's over.
I know. I think she'll be okay.
I think
She
she'll be
is
okay.
by
So-
far and away the number one
It seems to be.
designer on
Just a
Ravelry.
classic knit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And she strikes a nerve. She
Mm-hmm. She's got my number. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't know. I like my cables and my lace. And
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Okay.
And
What
those are
bag
my.
is it in? It's really pretty.
Oh, this was my Tanny Casey bag.
Oh, yeah.
This was from the Boston Fiber
Fiber
Festival.
it's hard to see, but it's a black
It's
one.
a black watch
Yeah, there you go. That's better. Yeah,
It
gorgeous.
is a waxed canvas. It has a big open circle bottom so that it stands up.
Mm-hmm.
It's got stuff, but it's got pockets inside, so you can put stuff in the pockets.
Tanny Casey
It's
makes
got
a great
great
bag.
handles.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love it, and it's perfect for the sweater. And so because I'm doing the sleeves 2 at a time, I have 4 balls going, and I have them in the plastic bag so they don't super tangle everywhere. But
I can't believe
it's
you were doing
really-
it on the airplane next to me. The airplane, we'll talk about it later, but it was like taking a bus ride to Nashville. It was so tiny, the
it was
seats.
so tiny.
And she's like got all this yarn management going on in the middle seat. I'm like, okay.
I'm a monogamous knitter. What
I know.
can I say? And my socks were in my
Carry
in
on.
my checked bag.
Okay.
So yeah,
It's okay. It all worked
it's
out
all
fine.
good. It's all good. Yep.
all
I got
good.
a couple of stripes done.
You
so,
did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yep. So those are my whips.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
I also have 2 whips.
Oh.
Somewhat monogamous, but not quite. I have been working on my grist pullover. This is a Jared Flood Brooklyn tweed pattern that he suggests loft and or imbue sport. And I found this gorgeous red yarn at Pick Up Every Stitch. It's an Italian company, Colori Naturali. The yarn is called Calypso. It's a fingering and it's in a Rosso Leche or something. Really, really pretty
That's
red. It looks a
really
little
pretty.
orangey there, but it's really
It's
a
not.
true
It's-
blue red.
Yeah.
And so, speaking of accordion, I knit the body, and I was really nervous. It was like, I was like, oh my God, I'm not knitting sleeves or this, the neckline.
Without
But
knowing.
I blocked it, and it's perfection.
This
This
is
yarn is
important.
also in the sweet spot for me. It's rustic, but it blocks beautifully. So then I added the necklines, very similar, same exact construction, different designer, obviously, but you start on the back, you knit a whole section, and then you pick up from the shoulders and knit the front left,
So you
right,
can see, yeah.
front right,
Yep.
and then join at the underarms and knit down. Love, love, love. I finished 1 sleeve. I'm a little worried. It also looks very accordion-y. So I'm knitting the second one, and I think before I do the ribbing
Yeah.
on this, I'm going to block it again because this section, and I looked at projects on Ravelry, it looks so wonky right now.
Oh, I see.
And because you start with some ribbing and then transition to the whatever, but I
think
saw
it'll be
a
fine.
woman who had the exact same thing
Yeah.
and it blocked out beautifully, but I
Yeah.
am going to block it before
Yeah.
I do the ribbing on this
Yeah.
sleeve. So I'm almost done with that, but so when I washed and blocked that, I took a little break from it, and I'll show you in my FOs, I knit another sweater and then picked that up. But then when we were going to Nashville, I wanted a mindless knit. I don't know and I'm still on a quest to knit a sweater a hat that fits my husband. What would you call a I'm trying to think of the equivalent of sofa for a
Oh, hat over hat.
yeah, something. Anyway, so this is
really
just
good.
the Purl Soho classic cabled hat. It's a free pattern. It is very standard, but the beauty of it is it comes in at least like 5 sizes, including an extra large.
If this doesn't fit him, God
No,
knows.
it will
Yeah.
because I knit another one in a beautiful rosy sort of medium light pink,
That's really
and he loved it. And I was like, yeah, but you can't wear it. It's mine. So he said,
Sorry,
well,
Laura,
something
what
a little
yarn?
darker. It's Purl Soho
Oh, so soft.
cashmere merino
Oh.
bloom. That color is red mulberry.
And-
So you can see I didn't get very far down in Nashville, and I've kind of put it down because I
Well-
really want to finish that grist. But I think it's nice to always have something that's so easy to just pick up.
Yeah.
I don't knit on the plane. I read, so I didn't get the same kind of 2-hour knitting time. But really, it's just a
Cashmerino
very,
is beautiful.
it really
It
is.
Perfect for a hat because
It is. It's soft.
pills like
Yeah, but you-
crazy in a garment.
Yeah,
Even though it's
I
It's
have,
super
like
soft,
I said, I
super
have
soft.
a hat in it, and I love it, and because it's on my head, it does
yeah,
it.
you're
And it's a fold over brim. I forgot.
Oh,
the
okay. I
picture.
was just going to
Yeah.
ask.
That's a
so-
great hat.
yeah.
So who
Oh.
was it that sent who sent the thing that you saw a woman do this with the tail?
Oh,
So Kate, a couple weeks ago, sent
Kate wins.
us
It was an Instagram
an
post.
Instagram post, and we were marveling over the genius of this. And I'm going to say it's a woman because I just think women figure
was.
this stuff out. So if you are like, this is a perfect little travel knit. I've got the needles, I've got the yarn. I don't really need to carry anything with me except that I'm supposed to knit this to 8 3/4 inches. Doesn't matter what it is. This woman, so in case you don't have a tape measure with you, she cut her tail to the length that the hat is supposed to be, and I just
Yeah, right?
so
it blew
smart.
my mind. Like, how freaking smart is that? So I don't need a tape measure. I just throw this in a bag, and I've got a project that I can go anywhere with. And now I know it's fraying it a little bit at the ends, but that this tail is 8 3/4 inches. I did make sure when I cast this on to leave a long tail so that then I could cut it. How smart is that?
Really
So
smart.
smart.
Like,
So simple,
I'm in
yeah, so
awe
smart.
of somebody just
Yeah.
figuring out something so simple that is just so perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It is.
So that's my second whip, which might be a whip for a while since he's
Well,
not going to be able to wear it till next winter anyway.
Exactly.
So.
You've got time.
But
But
it's
it's,
nice to have
always
something.
good to have one of those on the go.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
just love making hats. They're just so mindless
I do
and
too.
easy.
That's a great hat.
Yeah.
Hat pattern.
It's just
So.
nice.
Kim,
All right, whips over here. So not much has changed. I'm still working on the beeswax scarf.
Oh my god.
It's really,
really good.
pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Wow, you
It's-
got a lot done.
I
Yeah,
got
you
a
did.
lot done. It is the beeswax scarf by Amy Vanderlaar. And I'm using knitting with olive, heavy merino with knitting for olive, silk mohair.
It's
That's
like
beautiful.
it's a green color. It's not showing.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
that
That's better.
pretty?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And is this a gift or is this for you?
It's for me.
I like
It's
it.
for me. It's
Good
just
girl.
enough lace too. It's
It's
like
yeah.
I can
so
actually watch
pretty.
TV and
Yes.
do this, and
Yes.
it's short, so it grows fast. I think I have a couple
It's
more
good.
repeats to do. I really am
It's
happy with that.
beautiful.
In my Delicue bag, this is a great bag.
Yeah.
We saw them at Nashville. They were one of the sponsors of the trip.
Yes.
So that's a fun knit. And one other. Oh, right. I bought this. I copied Laura, and I'm making the double. Sorry,
I think it's just the
double knit scarf. Here's a picture of it. There we go. It's a beautiful, beautiful pattern. I picked up, by the way, I got it at Stars Hollow in New Preston, Connecticut. Number one, it's an adorable store. We've talked about it in the past. And number two, they have a great website and they sell these as a kit.
Oh,
And it
nice.
comes with the pattern. So it is 3 balls of Cardiff, hang on, oopsies. What does it say, Kate? Cardiff Cashmere, sorry.
Classic.
And the
Classic.
classic. And I picked the color Fume, I think it was. Fume.
Smoke.
Fumo?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
in the,
Yeah.
they should have just written smokes.
Gray.
Great.
It's so soft.
And it's for my nephew, Shay, who is a very chic young man living in Manhattan, who is gonna, he asked for this, he's gonna love it. Told him I'll kill him if he loses it on the subway.
Yeah.
Exactly. I won't get too much into it because I don't want to give up the pattern, but it's a bit of a slog.
Yeah,
For
double
sure.
knitting.
Double
Every
knitting.
row you have to knit twice.
Right.
But the fabric that it
The
produces
fabric it's
is-
making is beautiful.
Yeah.
So definitely hop on Star
Star
Hollows if you want to check out that kit. All the colors are in
I
there.
think we both said we would knit another one in a brighter, fun pop of color.
There's a beautiful seafoam green that is really staying with
I
that
made the
here.
one for my son in charcoal, and I
Yeah.
think, you know,
Well,
whatever.
can't go
it's-
wrong with
Yeah,
navy
it's a
black.
good to have
Yeah.
just a basic go with
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
I definitely
yeah.
could picture
He's
having.
gonna love it. His birthday's not
That's
until
great.
August. so
Perfect.
he won't be wearing it in Manhattan in August, so this is no rush
Yeah.
for this. But that was a great airplane knit too. Just knit, slip, knit, slip, knit, slip. So that's it for me. I mean, I have other things on the needles, but I've said I wouldn't show them again until they're
Advancing.
So you won't see some things for a while.
What bag is that?
Oh yeah,
Do you
blueberry,
want to- sorry,
blueberry gabs.
gabs. Yeah, that's I love that
I love.
bag.
Look at these patterns.
I know,
It's a
it's
little
so
bit Orla Kylie like, right?
Yeah.
Remember we
Yeah.
saw that
Yeah.
really pretty bag
Yeah.
while we were away. I kind of want that too.
Me too, if you find it.
Love. Oh, look how good it looks with this outfit.
It really does,
Oh my
actually.
gosh.
Yes.
Look at me. So, all right.
FOs?
Foes.
FOs is my only one is the last word that I'm wearing.
Okay.
So when I was blocking the red grist sweater, I had seen and fallen in love with, did I bring that? I didn't. The CMC sweater, which is by Yan, I think she's known by. I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name, Quian. And it's knit in a DK and a mohair held together, which I didn't want to do. I really wanted a really bright white kind of spring sweater. So I did it in the Blue Sky Extras, Blue Sky Fibers Extra, which is a worsted weight. So I just held it single. This has just some really, I love
so good.
the 3x1 ribbing.
Me too.
I love this little welt detail around the neckline. And then I did not do the extra sort of ribbing on the top of the sleeve, but I did it on the bottom, the bottom of the sleeve and down the side of the sweater. It's really hard to see. Thank you, Kate. Yeah, that's perfect. Which that just goes straight into the ribbing.
Yeah.
Just really quick.
Cool.
This I had to knit on size 9s. This flew off the needles. I mean, top down, easy, raglan.
It's beautiful.
Seriously, how long did that take you?
2 weeks?
2 weeks?
Yeah, maybe.
We didn't even know.
How dare you?
I know, but it really was on size 9s, and like once you know, it's just it's
Put
so.
it this way, we didn't know that was a hand knit sweater until 2 days after you wore it. And I'm like, what happened to that sweater from Jan? She goes, I wore it the other day. I'm like, it's so good. It looks
It's
Jenny
just-
Kane.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's good, and the Blue Sky Fibers Extra is wool, but it
No,
feels very
it
cotton
does.
to
Very
me.
cotton.
It
It's going to be a
does.
great
It's-
summer sweater.
Yes, or spring, like, and that's why I really wanted the bright white. Like, it's hard to find yarns. Usually they're more of like the creamy,
Yes.
especially if they're natural and undyed.
So I remember when you picked out the yarn, I was like, ooh, that's bright white. And it didn't, it was so bright. I'm like, I'm not even sure how that's gone.
It's
Oh,
good.
I wanted
It's good.
bright. As soon as
Beautiful.
I saw it, I was like, yep.
Yeah.
And I know I will knit with mohair in the future, but I'm not a huge fan of mohair, and especially knitting with 2 yarns. And this, it's probably heavier. Remy's,
UPS must be.
yeah. Anyway, love. Really cozy. It's
I
a
might
little
need
cropped.
that.
Yeah, it's good. And it, like I said, it flew because I think it was called for a US 8, but for me with this yarn, I had to. Not usually. Well, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I had to knit on a 9 to get gauge on that, so
And so
very happy with that.
Yan is the owner of Forever Yarns
Yes,
in
in
Doylestown,
Doylestown.
Pennsylvania. Yes.
And I don't think she does a lot of designing, or does she?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I
yeah.
don't know. Did she
This is really
design
good.
it in the Sonder yarns though? Is that what it was designed in?
Oh, that's a
Because
good
I know
question.
that
I
Melissa
think
has
so.
some beautiful kits.
I think it was the Sonder
Yeah.
DK Sunday morning
Sunday morning.
DK
With the
with
mohair,
the
yeah.
halo mohair.
Completely different feel.
Yes.
from
Totally
yours.
different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I got what I wanted. And I
beautiful.
just
I
loved
love
the
that.
really, really simple but beautiful details.
I have a feeling that's going to go into a few
Cues right
cues
now.
right
Yes.
now. It's a good one.
It
is,
just
yeah.
it's so fun and quick and easy and
Yeah.
just enough detail to make it interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
love it. Love
Good.
it.
especially after the grist, which I love, but
Well-
takes a lot more concentration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good baseball knitting for you. It's going to start soon.
I know, like in a couple days, opening day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, F1 started, if anyone cares.
No, nobody cared.
A
No.
lot of people care. A lot of people care.
We
Maybe
know
not
you
us,
talked
but-
about it. You watched it in bed with me. Story at the end. So.
All right, that was my only FO.
I
How about
know,
you?
right? I have one FO. These are the Beatrice mitts by Leslie Friend. What a surprise. I know.
So
This has
cute.
been, I
So
started
cute.
these at Vogue Knitting. It was kind of like my travel knit. It is knit up with Turtlepurl striped turtle toes. I actually have one more skein left.
How
and
did
two
you
skeins.
get that to line up so perfectly?
What?
Was it two different
So
mini
see-
skeins?
No,
I mean,
no, that's one skein.
but
But
it
they-
worked out perfectly.
Yeah, I just kind of a little bit of yarn management, not too much.
Okay, nice
Um,
job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't really matter.
It doesn't
but
matter because
but
it's scrunchy on your arm.
yeah,
but
exactly.
yeah,
But they're
yeah.
really well
Nice.
matched.
So
Yeah.
these are going to be for Emma.
Also go.
She loves.
shoot,
It's color
they
in
also
the
go well with
colorway trench coat.
it. Yeah.
Look how cute those are.
Did
Oh my
it take
God.
more than one skein?
No, that's one
Oh,
skein.
nice.
I have
Oh,
this
you have
one
another one.
I have another one, so
Look
I'm
at
gonna
you.
have to make myself something.
Nice.
But it's boring knitting. I mean, going in the like I don't know how people make socks like this all the time. Look how cute those are.
They're really cute.
Emma might not get
They
them
actually
right now.
go.
Well, see, Emma, here you go.
I know. Can I
Learn to
have
knit.
Kevin crank them out? Or does it have to be set to 64? Because all this is a tube, and then you cut in a little thumb here.
How many stitches
I
is it?
can't give it
Oh,
up. It's
okay.
a paid
Oh,
pattern.
okay.
It's less than the socks.
You can. I think you can buy other rings
That's what I
for
thought.
the sock machine.
Because do you know how many toasts and Beatrice mitts I would own if that was the case? Just be crank, crank, crank. But look how cute that is.
It's really cute.
I remember saying when I first started these, I did not like the fabric. It turns out it's a fine fabric once you block it.
Yes.
I also think it's amazing that you could
Right?
look at that and realize that it turns
Yeah.
into that. And I know
Striped
a lot
yarn
of
is
people.
crazy.
I know it is crazy, but like I would look at that and be like, yeah, I don't know.
I know.
And then you see that and you're like, oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's
it's
fun.
awesome.
I always
So
think about
cute.
who's the yarn dyer that Kevin and Ray love, and I love her socks.
Yep, the sock yarn.
And they watched her process. She's in Vermont, and they watched her process on how she actually dye it and how much work
Michelle?
goes.
Yeah, but
Goes
what's the name?
into-
Yeah, no,
What's
I
it
know.
called?
It'll come to me.
Kevin and Ray are yelling at this.
I know they
I
are.
know.
But look at this though. This is really smart.
Yes.
Look, she shows what it looks like in
Oh,
the stripe.
I
I
love
didn't
that.
see that.
I
yeah.
didn't either until
Yeah.
you were saying,
Mm-hmm.
how would you know? But that's
I
how
think
you
I
would
bought it
know.
on
That's
Etsy,
smart.
like online. Yeah, yeah.
Turtle
So
Pearl.
super cute.
Yeah,
cute.
really
Another
nice.
thank you, Leslie. Keep them coming. I know. I love her vest.
Yeah.
I love everything. So isn't that cute? We're dying for you to match. That's some. What's it saying?
Oh, so the yarn has been dyed to be self-striping. Both strands were dyed together. This will create matching socks that can easily be knit two at a time. For matching socks, you can, to ensure it, you start from the same end of each ball.
Well, I
Yeah,
did.
but
That's
within
cool.
one ball, you
Yeah,
managed
this was
to
one
do that,
ball.
which
Yeah,
is
right,
incredible.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I
Right.
said, and the yarn management of the stuff I got rid of is about
Nice.
an inch,
Yeah,
inch big. So
Cool.
really
happy.
nice.
Good
Yep.
job. And then one more. No, it was an FO last time. It was my stockinette tee. I remember I had two sleeves, not the same size. Fixed, better, all better.
Yay, good.
Yep. Haven't
Nice.
worn it yet.
It's
Could have.
It's
It's,
been a little
really
chilly.
soft.
What yarn was this?
Blah, blah, blah. Mary
Sorry.
Merino.
It's
Hang
good.
on, I have it. Creme.
Creme.
Creme Soul Wool. The Mary Merino.
It's nice.
Stockinette tee.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be a good summer classic.
Yeah.
Again,
Nice.
I think.
white jeans or
Right.
linen, like oh,
Yeah, it's going to be good. I didn't
Yeah.
get a chance to wear it in
I
Nashville.
love this very
Isn't that
wide raglan detail.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
it's really, really pretty.
Really
Yeah.
pretty, and who doesn't love a roll neck? It's like
Yeah.
a J. Crew blast from
Yeah.
the past. So yeah, right back to my
Nice.
days. So yeah, that's it. Little Not as much. Oh no, Laura has 2 sweaters. So. That's
Well,
good.
One was kind of cheating.
Let's talk about, let's talk about our trip because it leads into some acquisitions
Yes.
that we have. So
Yes.
the 3 of us were fortunate enough to go to Nashville last weekend with Kevin and Ray. I don't know if you've heard of them before. Needles at the Ready. And our friend Michael from Upland Fiber Co. We flew out of New Haven on Friday afternoon. Easy flight. Like I said, it was a kind of a low budget flight. So it was not a lot of room, but got us there safe and sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the flight was only like 2 hours and 15 minutes. Honestly, I can put up with less space. If it was like overnight to Europe, no
God,
way.
no.
Yeah.
I would have murdered
But,
someone for sure.
To fly out of a small airport like that, it's all
Right, when you can see your car in the parking lot and you're
When
like,
you land
okay,
it.
there it is. I love that. And we were home in no time.
Yeah.
Saw some knitters on the plane. I also headed to Nashville. That's always fun. You know,
Yes.
it's like you just lock eyes across the room.
Me cute.
Me, exactly. We stayed at the Moxie, which was in the Vanderbilt Hospital area. Great location. Our friend Jen Geigley had told us to stay there. Jen, thank you. That was perfect location, great hub, because it turned out a lot of knitters stayed there, and that was half the fun. Was sitting in the lobby of that hotel just knitting, meeting knitters. Kate's up at the crack of dawn. I'm up at noon. And there are already knitters out on
Yeah.
the, right?
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
lobby?
Yep. My
Your early
new
morning
friends.
knitters?
Yep. Ruth, especially. Hey, Ruth. Ruth
And
and I.
then, Laura and I would see the other afternoon knitters. So,
The morning knitters
The
were
morning
still there, FYI.
I know. They were dedicated.
And not for nothing, but Arn and Carlos stayed there too.
Yeah, that was exciting.
That was.
What nice men they
They're
are.
so nice.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Really interesting to talk with.
Yes.
That night we had a nice dinner and Hop
Dottie.
Dottie. Just a chicken hamburger burger place. It was delicious. It was hungry. It was just what we needed. Something low
Around the
key,
corner.
round the corner. Walk to the to and fro.
We had fries enough for
Oh my
all
God.
of you.
I don't know how that
I
happened.
know what we were
think
thinking
we all
about,
just
yeah.
ordered fries and then
Yes.
these bowls came.
Yes.
and we got through it. We're wilting strong.
Troopers.
Wilting strong. It was great. And after that, we went axe throwing. It was
As one
What's the
does.
first night?
As one does.
It was
Yes.
so much
It
fun.
was so fun.
Michael, he was just such a great guy, and you'd think he's gonna be the quiet one, and he's like, no, we're not going home. He's like, let's go do this or this. We had so much fun. Kate will show some pictures of us.
There we are.
Bad axe.
Yes, Bad Axe Nashville.
Yeah, such a great time. And Kevin won, I won, Laura won for strongest.
I
No,
got biggest loser.
I don't know how because you, great. Bullseye.
It's hard to get it on that
Yeah.
little blue dot. And yes, Kevin and Ray, it was Kim.
I'm very
They were talking
precise.
about it.
I know. That was a great time.
It was really fun.
Really fun.
I never would have thought I would have enjoyed it as much as
Right?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I had only done it once before. Look at that bullseye.
Look at that.
So cute. So that was a great night. Then we went back to the hotel and there were people knitting
Yeah, I
there.
need to show that.
Yes, I did.
Oh my God,
Okay.
Laura threw it so hard. I couldn't believe. I don't even know how she got it out of the board after. I'm
I
like,
could throw it hard and get it in the wood, but I couldn't aim for.
the life of you, huh?
Yeah, no.
We gotta
I
practice
couldn't aim
that.
either. And there's
Yeah.
Michael and
Oh.
Kim. It was really fun.
It was a really fun. And
Yeah.
believe it or not, drinks were had as well. Nobody lost any body parts.
They made us sign so many papers.
I know.
Yeah, I have
but,
no idea what we
they're
signed. Yeah.
obviously very organized
Yeah.
about it, and
Yeah.
you know,
It was great. I would
was
definitely
really
do
fun,
that
and
again.
I'm grateful to
Yeah.
Michael
Mhm.
for pushing us to do that.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. Went back to the hotel. There were many people in the lobby then knitting, and I think we were able to catch up with some old friends, new friends,
Yeah.
and went to bed early because we had a big day the next day. We had breakfast together at Biscuit Love, which was we could see it from our window of the hotel. And Kate, show them the piece of heaven we
Okay,
got.
wait. So these were the
Bro
bro nuts.
No,
Bow
So,
nuts.
bow nuts. They're
Biscuit
biscuit donuts with like a cream cheese and then a blueberry compote. That's what people were telling us to get. That's not what you get, people.
No. It was okay. They were okay.
They were fine.
this.
This.
This cinnamon bun.
This cinnamon bun.
I had to wear my sofa all weekend.
Oh my gosh.
So decadent. So good.
You want a table in the back so you can lick the plate.
The biscuit. I'm not a huge biscuit eater, so but Kevin and Ray we all loved it. It was great. No, they had the best orange juice.
Yes,
Oh my
fresh
God.
squeezed orange juice.
It was
so good.
Yes.
Yes.
It makes such a difference. Freshly squeezed orange juice, right?
And that balanced it out.
Yeah, right? Good with the bed. Well, you walked every morning, so you
did.
got your steps in.
I did.
I can't say I did
I did.
as half the amount. Then we hopped in an Uber and headed over to the festival. The festival was run by Modern Daily Knitting MDK. It was perfect. It was perfect. It was
Amazing.
amazing. They did not miss a thing. About 100 vendors. The weather was horrific. Horrific. I've never seen so much water come out of the sky, right?
Never.
I'm
It was
like-
insane. Over 3 inches that day it rained.
Easily, just
Over.
teens water.
Oh, wait, here.
That's how I know. It was crazy.
We walked outside and my Apple Watch yelled at me that I was in a loud environment.
Really.
That's how loud
Oh
it
my
was.
God. It was insane.
Kay
how
and
much it
Anne,
rained.
who run MDK, thought of everything. Just the location was great. From what I hear, the vendors were taken good care of. The music was so fun. I really liked hearing music
Yes.
as we walked in.
Yes.
The lighting was great. It was safe. We felt
Yes.
safe there because there were some tornado warnings, I guess.
Yeah, and actually there were
I know.
in
Oh my
other
gosh.
states, that it was not good.
I saw
so.
one of the poor vendors, her shop was hit.
I saw that also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh. So consider ourselves lucky that the weather held there.
Yeah. But it didn't seem like a first year event.
No.
Like it was a
No.
well-oiled machine, like they'd been doing it for
Right.
ever.
Hats
Yes.
off to them.
Yes.
That was well done. And
Yeah.
I can probably speak for the both of you. We'll go back
Oh yeah.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
And what makes it great for us is the people.
Mm-hmm.
If you asked me what
100%.
kind of yarn was there, I couldn't tell you.
No,
a little
so
bit.
some,
a little
but
bit.
yeah,
did,
it is
but
about the people.
It
though.
was
We saw new friends, old friends.
old friends that we've never met. Becky has been watching and commenting on our videos since the beginning.
Yep, 75 episodes ago, Becky.
And we finally got to meet her. There was I can't remember her name. Talia, the girl that drove for an hour just to meet us. Like I was
Kimmy. Kimmy, the
Kimmy,
same thing.
yes,
She
Kimmy,
dragged her
yes.
husband there.
Yes.
She was funny. She was like, she texted me later. She goes, "It was so great to meet you. Next year, husband's not coming." Something funny
Leave him
along that
home.
line. Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. It was so much
It
fun.
was amazing to meet you and talk to all of you, and thank you for coming up and saying hello. And yeah, it was overwhelming.
It's
Like
what
it
knitting
just,
gives us.
it does.
It's like,
Yes.
it's just, I don't know.
Incredible community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
friendships that we have that we would have never had through knitting, and Kevin and Michael and and Ray.
And Ray.
I mean, these are just gifts that keep on giving. So
Yeah.
overwhelming love.
Yes.
Yarn dyers, you'd probably be better off watching someone else's podcast. So
Jen Geigley
Jen did a great
did a
podcast.
really good recap, and there was a lot of video, and then
Nitty Natty did
Nitty
another
Natty.
one to
Yeah.
the point where I was like, "Oh, Katrinkles was there? I didn't even see it." Like, we were so busy talking,
Yeah.
which was great because it's what we went there for.
We got home and I literally had this tickle laryngitis.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was great.
It was so good.
Do you want to talk about what we bought there? We did happen
We
to
did
make some
not-
purchases.
I
You
did not buy a lot.
No, me neither.
None of us bought a lot, but we
No,
definitely,
no. I
You
bought
probably got the
a
least.
bag.
I actually
This-
forgot our little note cards too.
This. Oh yes.
Yeah, I forgot about
Oh,
that
me
from
too.
Yarnbirds, but,
Yes.
Did I buy no cards?
No,
Oh,
Laura and
okay.
I bought little note
Those
cards
were
from
cute.
Yarnbirds.
Yarnbirds is a great.
Oh, adorable.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
good.
it's
So,
an RV.
When we first walked in, the first aisle to the left, which was sort of the outside of the
perimeter.
the
The
wall.
perimeter,
Yeah,
yes.
perimeter. That's the word. And Kim and I both
Yes.
saw these Maika, Maika. They're actually a pretty.
It's a lunch bag size. They call it.
Yeah, and it's a pretty big brand. They've got a lot of different shapes. I mean, they have like travel stuff.
I saw that.
They're not. It's
Because
not
they're
like
popping up on my Instagram like crazy.
the
right?
ads
really
are
good.
crazy. But the fabrics were just so good. We both gravitated.
It's great.
And you're right.
And
it-
they sit open.
It's exactly. It's a rectangle, so it stands, and it's got one little
Pocket.
There it is.
That's where they are.
We do have it.
So I bought also from Byrds
Those are
these cute
cute.
little mini note card pack.
By Eric who?
I'm
Eric
like-
Hermano.
Emma Ball Limited, Nottingham. Oh, Eric Heyman. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
There's Emma Ball. I don't know. Anyway, they were in my
Yeah.
bag. I forgot that they
Cute.
were in there.
Sucker
So
for
that
a
was
bag.
that was the
I
first
know.
purchase, the bag, and you know, I'm always
They're
happy
great.
It was
for a
great because
bag.
I could carry my raincoat in it all
Yes.
day too.
Actually, that it ended up being my coat as well
Yeah.
for
Right?
the show.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that was what Laura bought that. Did you buy anything else, Laura?
I did. I actually
Yes.
kind of went in knowing
What you wanted.
the one thing that
Yeah.
I knew. Cameilla Fiber Co. is based out of Nashville. I'm pretty sure, right?
Correct.
And fairly recently, I think I brought a picture of it. Tori Yu.
New York
Released
American she is?
young and beautiful
she's-
young
yeah.
girl. The Cityscape Cowl, and this one, this brown one, she knit it in 2 different yarns, or a couple different. Anyway, this one is knit in the Cameilla Fiber Yak DK, and I actually love that color. But I, surprise, surprise,
Look
went
how
with
great
this
that's showing
steely
up. It's
blue.
really- yeah,
it's
good.
called
Petrol. No.
Blue Jasmine, and the yak is naturally dark,
Yeah.
and it's hard to pick up here, but like a color dyed on a yak, it just has on a dark base, it just has so much depth to it. So that calls for 2 skeins. So I kind of
You're
knew,
gonna love
like
that.
I kind of went in with a purpose of like, open to the idea that I might be distracted by something else, which I didn't end up being, but knowing that I wanted to get that, and very happy about that.
That's really pretty. Oh, yeah. Okay, one of the boots that we did go into that we love and
Cat from
Cat.
Cesium.
Cesium from England or United States.
She told us how to say it, and I don't
I
remember.
know. Well, no, if you're British, it's
Cesium.
Cesium.
Okay.
Cesium. If you're
I think it's.
Are you sure?
no.
No. Anyway, she gave us this as a free skein to give away. It is it's called Wildflowers Don't Care Where They Grow. I love that.
So
Merino
great.
sock yarn. That would make really cute socks. Like pops of kind of neon
Let's
colors.
just do a giveaway on
So,
today. Like,
yes,
comment down below.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Here,
so
right here.
if you're interested in winning this, comment, make your plea, and we'll pick somebody.
We actually we'll pick 2 winners.
Yeah,
because
one
we had
for that
another-
and one
because-
for a
Yeah.
mini set that we have of hers also.
Yeah.
That she
And
gave
Really,
us.
at
She's
BKL.
she's
sweet.
so wonderful.
Adorable.
Yeah.
And it was so nice to see these booths doing well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
it's a lot of work to set
Yes.
up, to
Yeah.
have the inventory. I appreciate what they do. So thank
So
you.
the other one
Yes.
was mini skeins?
mini skeins,
Yes.
and it was the theme. What was the theme?
Okay.
Anyway, you're gonna
Well,
be
we have
surprised.
2 things
Yes.
to give away from.
Mhm.
I think it's cesium if you're in America.
Cesium.
Cesium.
Whatever.
It's an element. It's a
Element. It's aluminium.
Aluminum.
yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
really
it's
cute.
so
she
good.
gave us that as
Yeah.
a giveaway. So
Yeah,
we'll do
nice
that.
bright
That was
Yeah.
so nice. Yeah.
Cherry color.
Especially
Yeah.
today.
Thank you, Kat.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
we,
so good.
Give us why.
Yeah. So comment.
Yeah.
Comment below.
Comment
Anything.
below.
Any
Give
comment.
us
will
an
do.
Like,
entertaining
subscribe.
comment, and
Yeah,
we'll stick
exactly.
you. Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
inappropriate comment wins. No, kidding. Don't.
For the.
I will win, hands down. Don't listen to me. Okay, Kate.
Okay. So I got a bag from the company KnowKnits. It's called a Go Knit knitting bag.
I like
it's like
that.
ripstop fabric.
When
So-
you're rock climbing, you were gonna look
I
so
know,
good.
right? Because that's the thing. You can take it. You can take it.
She thought she had her chalk bag, but it
You
wasn't.
can take it on the go. You can snap it onto your belt loop like this. See, and just carry it everywhere
It's
you go.
so great, and it's
I think
weatherproof.
snacks would fit
It's
in there, too.
wonderful.
Snacks.
Snacks and knitting. That's why I got the big size.
Yeah.
Granola, full of granola.
Yeah.
That's. I wish I
So-
bought one.
Yeah. I'm really happy with it. So they
Now that you're a sock knitter too, it's
now that I'm a
perfect.
sock knitter, yes, I need to crank some more tubes, but that's another
I know we've got to
story.
get distracted.
Yeah. So yeah, I really like it.
Cute.
And yeah, I thought it would be good for like knitting out on the
On your
patio.
back yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll start up soon.
Yeah.
That'll be perfect. Yeah, I like that a lot.
So
Did you buy any yarn?
I did. Oh,
You did not?
Kate did not buy
I
yarn.
did not.
I
Did
bought-
you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cameilla
yeah,
Fiber.
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
You
Oh,
know me,
yes,
I'm a
that
big
color.
fan.
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
I've
Okay.
been humming and hawing about a new Soldatna, but Cameilla Fiber had just a bunch of minis. So
Yes.
I just grabbed a handful and I'm just gonna play around with them for Soldatna ideas. Still not sure what I want to do. These will not go to waste because even if I don't use the big one, that will be a Sophie.
So that would be
something.
the main color, and then these would be the other.
Well, I only need a couple
maybe,
colors.
right.
I'm just
Yeah.
playing right now. So,
So-
no rush on that.
Yeah.
I just love her colors. They're so pretty.
Yeah, really nice.
So that one is called Dark Chocolate. The other ones I don't think they have names on them.
They do
but
not.
They were, it was like buy 5, get 1 free.
Yep.
Couldn't say no to
They're
that.
really good.
And the cute little bag it came in. I know. And the funny thing is we could buy these at Pick Up Every Stitch because she carries.
Yeah.
But does she
Fiber, but-
carry the minis? Probably
maybe
not.
she
Yeah.
does now. I don't
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah.
I
So
just like to see
Yeah.
things and touch things.
Yes.
The other
Definitely.
thing that I
Oh,
forgot
yes.
was
Oh, yes.
also at Yarn Byrds, we saw a woman who worked there was wearing this cocoa vest by Bana Kavanagh.
It was great.
It was
And
so
it's
good.
in a Walcott Yarns opus, and I was really, really taken. I've actually seen the version that they had there. The ribbing was black or I got charcoal. So actually yesterday I went onto Yarn Bird's website and ordered it.
Oh,
It's
you
just,
did?
It's
Oh.
just 2 skeins of the main color and 1 skein of the second color, which I'm just
Sorry,
doing
what
reverse.
yarn is it?
It's Walcott Yarns
okay.
opus.
Oh,
And
Opus, yeah.
I felt bad because I know Pick Up Every Stitch carries this, but I saw it at Yarn Birds and
Yeah.
I saw the
No,
sample,
the
so I was
sample.
like, you know what,
Spread the love.
I'm gonna
Exactly.
buy it from them, and I just bought it online.
There's
but
room for everybody.
She was wearing it.
She was wearing
It
it,
was
and I
gorgeous.
just I was like,
Amazing.
I'm so into vests right now, and
I like,
I
and you're going to do
just-
the opposite.
yeah.
then,
yes, so
correct?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do exactly. I'm
I like
flipping the
that.
colors. I got charcoal and bright white or something like that.
That was a beautiful knit. It
Yes,
was.
I loved it.
It
Yeah,
looks like
I was
a-
still thinking about it and
yeah.
wishing that I bought it. And I was like, I
like
went on their
house tube.
website and beautiful.
Yeah.
So
A couple people bought yarn there that a few podcasts that I watched. I think Mia did. She's going to do a beautiful vest or shawl from it.
I liked their setup.
I do too.
Yeah, in the camper van and
It's
everything
well
lit.
It's, she's got
yeah.
nice brands in there. That was
Really good.
that was a good
They're
one.
based out of Ohio.
Yes,
Oh,
that's right.
so-
She and Michael were talking because he's
Okay.
from Ohio as well.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
So,
people.
I don't know that I'll ever get to the store, but I can certainly
Well,
order.
they'll
from
get
it.
to you.
Yeah.
Yes, they're in a van. We've seen
Yeah.
them other places too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cake. She was at Cake.
Oh,
Yes.
Correct, right?
I think so.
I think so too.
It all
I think
starts
so.
to
Yeah,
blend
I think she
together.
was.
Mhm.
I think she
Yeah.
was. And then Amy from Ross Fiber
Farm.
Ross Farm Yarn.
We'll put it-
I'll
we'll
link
put it.
it below. But anyway, you can order this yarn online if you want to.
She had a
do-
lot of people coming up
She
to
did.
buy.
She did.
Well, and there was a
Thea
great picture that you took with her,
Yes.
and this was the same. Did she have Thea's sample?
No, it's her. It's
She
her
is
knitted.
sample.
Yeah.
So Kate's with the sample and the owner, and
Oh, yeah,
that's
there
so
she is.
cute.
That was
There
cute.
she is. That's Amy.
That was great.
And there's the sample. Yeah. And there's
Again,
the
you
yarn
got
in
so
front.
many-
Yeah.
So many compliments from it. That's
Yeah.
great.
So this specific yarn only comes in that one color.
Correct.
Does she have
It's
other yarns that weight in different colors? Or?
Probably.
Okay.
But this is the yarn that Thea
Yeah, no, I know.
designed it in,
Yeah.
and so this is the yarn I
I
knitted
wonder if
in.
Bare Naked Wools would be good for that.
I
Probably.
I still
I
haven't
would-
used
oh.
Bare Naked Wools,
So it's
and I
an
need
it's
to.
an Aran weight.
you will
It doesn't
love it.
feel like an iron weight at all. So- it's so good. It's so good.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
I even like with the white shirt.
I do
under,
too.
The way it's like showing through, like the
Yeah.
pretty. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Love it. Great texture. Everything about it. Perfect.
Well done, Thea. Another great.
And Kate.
I
Well,
knit it.
you knit it, but she designed it. All right,
No,
well done,
It was.
Thea
Yes.
and Kate.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Yeah.
So we can't say enough great things about that event.
Oh, yeah.
Again,
No.
it was hats off to Kate
Yeah.
and Anne for a fabulous event. We did leave there because we were exhausted, and Kevin and Ray stayed longer, and Michael and the three of us headed back to the hotel. I think I snuck a nap in.
You did.
I had to. I was
You
I
did.
lay down for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Kate. Kate
No.
persevered.
I don't nap.
No, I know.
I'm not a
I know.
napper.
That's okay. It's okay.
Michael and I knit in the lobby
Mm-hmm.
with the other knitters.
That's right. And then the boys came home, and we went out for dinner, Taco Mama. That was fun.
Yep.
I think we were all really, really tired.
We were tired.
So it was a perfect, perfect dinner for us to have.
Again, and close by.
All
around
of
the
these are
corner.
walking distance
Yeah.
from the hotel.
Great location.
which
Great
was-
location.
Yeah.
And then we went back to the hotel, and that's where the second party started.
The
I
after
think.
party.
The after party.
Yeah.
Saw so many old fun faces and new faces,
Yeah.
and Caitlin from Caddy Jacks and This Little Life she
This
has.
Little Life.
I
Yes,
love her. Miss her.
flowers are so
I
good.
know her friend Lindsay that we got to meet from Lamb and Kids.
So
Yes,
she was
yes.
lots of fun. I could go on and on listing everybody's names.
Jen Geigley was
Jen
there,
and Erica.
Yeah.
Jen is amazing.
and then all the
Kristen,
ladies.
Kristen
from
Kristen.
where we
Where
met.
we met.
Yeah.
Kristen, yeah, she
Yep.
was lovely.
Sherry from Garden House Knit. She was adorable. She had that beautiful dress on that she crocheted the shawl to match.
Ooh,
Remember that?
Yeah, yes,
That was
yes.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That was really pretty.
Yeah.
And there was
There was a big
shake.
group
Mhm.
that have known each other for years. They met at the Shake Rag retreats
Mhm.
that Kay and Ann, I think, still run. And
They were so
so
welcoming.
lovely. Yeah, they were the ones that actually had reserved the back room for the party, which ended up spilling out into the lobby.
Mhm.
But everyone was so sweet and so nice.
You did sneak out at the end of that night.
I did
for
sneak. Well,
Jenny's-
that was after I had those cookies. So one of the knitters
Oh my
from the
God,
Shaker
I
Rag group
wrote that
brought
down.
brought these brown
Butter spoon.
butter spoon. cookie.
Oh my gosh.
It
Yeah.
melted
Little
in your
JM
mouth.
was her name.
JM?
Yes, was her name.
I'm
Yes.
definitely. I wrote.
Yes.
I made a note of that. Not that I need that, but oh my God, those cookies.
They were
literally like this all melted.
Melted
They were
in your
amazing.
mouth.
They were
So
They were
I could have
amazing.
taken down the whole.
Right?
I know.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
they're just
Yes.
so
Yes.
small. It was
It's like a
an
bite.
amuse-bouche.
Yes.
So dainty.
It was. Yeah. Yeah.
It was
yeah.
so good. So
Yeah.
good. And then because Kate was still not satisfied.
Well,
no.
that
Tell your
was
story.
not on me. So I was in talking to Jen and Erica in the back room, and Ray texts me, "The rain has stopped," and then he texts me a picture of like an ice cream and a smiley face. So
Yes, please.
I was like, "Yes, please." I think Jen and I stepped on a few people trying to get out of that room so that we could go and walk over to Jenny's ice cream. Oh my gosh, people, Jenny's ice cream. And they have it at the supermarket
Whole
right
Foods,
down
right?
the street. No, at Carluzzi's.
Oh, you were at Carlucci's.
That's where I
Okay.
got the flavor. Yeah. So
Jenny's
Jenny's
great.
ice cream was so yummy.
You guys look like you had
Jen
fun.
took a nice picture of all of us. And yeah, so it was a late night ice cream run. So I told Jen and Erica, you know what? Late night ice cream run, I'm in.
Anytime.
Like, anytime.
Anytime.
Sign me up.
That's good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wish I could, but
Yeah. We won't get into that.
Exactly. And Laura's trying to cut back on her sugar. Right, Laura?
Yeah.
And dairy.
And dairy. True. So we all went to bed fat and happy that night. The three of us shared a room together. It was lots of fun.
Yeah.
Lots of giggling and laughing.
Yeah.
And good sleep also. The next day was nice. We walked from our hotel to downtown Nashville.
Yes.
A little walking tour. And it felt good to get out and walk.
Stretch
we
our
would
legs.
Stretch our legs. We would come to, historical signs. And at first the boys didn't know that the signs were there. I'm like, wait, I just want to explain about this site right here. So I became they're like, huh?
CA Studio, just around the corner of 17.
Look at Michael, like so enthralled.
Adkins.
It was so funny.
That was
so of
hilarious.
course, every
Yes.
historic site we had
we had to stop.
reenact. That was a
Best
fun
tour
one.
guide ever.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you. Ray with his the needles, the big microphone.
Circular needles.
Oh my god.
There was
So
a
funny.
microphone. Yes, so we
He's so
had
funny.
to.
But my favorite picture is us in front of the dumpster. The Dolly Parton dumpster. Like, whose dumpster looks that good? Right?
There it is.
We were cracking ourselves
Oh
up.
my God.
Like,
We were.
I know. It doesn't take much,
No,
though.
it
so,
doesn't.
I know.
When we were taking that one, a few people were looking at us like,
You know it's a
"What on earth
dumpster,
are they
right?"
doing?" Like, it's Dolly Parton.
So we walked to downtown Nashville. None of us had been there before.
No, not a single one.
All the famous country music people had bars and
Yep.
live music
On Broadway. We
everywhere.
Oh,
Big on
yes.
Broadway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Broadway,
Yeah.
Nashville. That was lots of fun just to see the crowds, and there was a big basketball event going on as well.
It
So
was the SEC tournament. It's kind of big.
yeah, I know what it is. Anyway, they so it was just jamming down there.
It was. It was fun.
Yeah, might have.
And it was early.
It was early.
It was early.
Yeah, we
because
had brunch plans at Adele's with Haley from a Handknit
Knit Weekend.
Knit Weekend, Becky from a Handknit Letter, and Mia from Knit and Grace.
Yeah.
And I had been in touch with Haley, and we kind of put that together. It's so fun to meet people live.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
and
was a lot of fun.
think it was a lot of fun.
It was nice.
You get to know them on a whole nother level than you think you know them when you're watching, the podcast, and
Yeah.
then so many things behind the scenes that you wouldn't have known. But
Mhm.
they were great to visit with.
Yes.
The brunch was yummy.
Mhm.
Like we needed that, like a hole in the head.
You missed that. We
I did.
actually went for breakfast,
We had breakfast.
again at Biscuit
You're
Love.
right.
Because we were up, not early, but we're like.
Well,
yeah.
lunch was at 12:30,
Yeah.
and so that was going to be a long time without food.
Ray and I
God
don't like to
forbid.
miss a meal.
Ray, none of us like to apparently miss a meal.
So we had a light breakfast.
light breakfast of
We
biscuits
got
and
the-
cinnamon buns.
We got the cinnamon bun.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
But with orange juice.
And
fresh
then
squeezed
walked
orange
off breakfast. so
We
that
did.
could Sit
We
down
did.
for
Was
brunch.
we got our steps
We did.
in for sure,
Yep.
and it was a
Yep.
beautiful, nice spring day.
It
felt
was
good to
really
get
pretty.
Yeah.
a little fresh
Yeah.
air on our face. So
The weather
After
was
the-
insane.
After Saturday,
Right?
it was such a relief to.
We got there Friday and it was 80 degrees. Saturday it was warm. It was like in
It
the
was still in the
60s,
60s,
but
but
buckets
warm.
of rain. Sunday was overcast. Again, maybe like
It was chilly.
high 50s.
yeah,
yeah.
And
it was
then
chilly.
Monday was sunny but like high 40s.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it was cool.
It was cold. We
yeah.
had all seasons.
We
up
did.
and down there.
Yes. Yeah.
So we had a great brunch with them, and then went back to. Did we go back to the hotel?
We went to Parnassus Books.
Oh,
That's right.
I know. Yeah. And
Yes.
Laura, you want to talk about that?
So Anne Patchett is a pretty well-known author. If you read, I'm sure you've heard of her. And I follow her online, but I totally spaced that it was in Nashville. And Michael said, "Ooh, if we have time, I want to go to Parnassus." And I was instantly like, "Oh my god, I totally forgot that it was here." And I'm gonna say
Yeah.
it was okay.
It was a bookstore. It was a
Yeah,
beautiful
it's a
bookstore.
nice
It was
bookstore.
nice.
It was kind of crowded. It was,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a
Destination.
touristy destination for anyone who reads and it's like, oh, I've got to go see it. I didn't speak, I wasn't really looking to buy a book, so I didn't sort of speak to somebody who worked there and talk to them. But
Right.
it was cool.
They
It
have
was
a
very
great
cool.
Instagram page, actually. So
Oh, yeah,
to
I follow them.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
no, I
they
follow
discuss. I like to hear about the books through that.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I agree. It was a,
But
it was a nice bookstore.
it was fun. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I would have felt like I missed out if we didn't go.
Correct.
And it was.
We did
I'm
it.
glad we did.
We did it.
And I did buy an Anne Patchett book, which I think I might have read. It's an older one, but Michael said it was his favorite.
Which
it's an
one
older
was that
one. Oh, don't ask me. Now.
Okay. well, you can-
Sorry. It's an older one. I've read all her new stuff,
Yeah.
but and most
there
of
were
her
a
old
couple
stuff.
older ones I hadn't read that Haley was talking about.
The Magician's
Oh.
Assistant
Yeah,
is the one that
yeah.
Michael said was
That's
one of his
right.
absolute favorites. And I think I might have read it, but we'll see. I haven't started it yet.
Well, that happens, right?
Yeah, it does. Because it's an old, you're like, maybe I read it, maybe I
Yeah.
didn't. And then we went back and kind of had a little rest time.
Little
again.
rest time, and then we went out to dinner, which was one of the best restaurants.
Oh,
One of my top restaurants.
it was
I think.
really good.
For all of us, I think.
Epice. It was
Epice.
called EPICE.
Which
Yes.
is French for spice.
French for spice, but it was a Lebanese
Yes.
food with French influence.
Ugh.
Well, I think the French used to own it or run it or Lebanon, whatever.
I don't know. But
Yeah, the
But-
French were involved in Lebanon.
it was
The-
so delicious.
Yeah.
So I just
really good.
love a good meal.
What was that neighborhood called?
12
12
South.
12
Yes.
South. Yes.
Really cute
Cute.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
And,
Much more of like a place where people live.
correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a hot, like a nice.
oh my God,
neighborhood.
the homes were beautiful.
Beautiful.
I could
Yeah.
live in that neighborhood
Yeah.
for sure.
I think
Yeah.
we all thought that.
So dinner was delicious, and we went
Yes.
walking up street for dessert at this donut place, Five Daughters Donuts.
Yeah, one of Michael's friends had recommended it, and it was good.
It was so good, and I'm
so
not a huge donut person.
It was so good.
It was a croissant donut.
That's
like
what
a
I said.
layered.
Yeah, takes them 3 days.
3
to
days
make
to
that.
make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. It
Yeah.
took me
Yeah.
2 seconds to eat it.
Same.
What a waste. So
good.
that was a
Yeah.
great night. That
Yeah.
was really. I think
was
we all
really fun.
needed a really yummy
Yeah.
meal, and
It was
Just a really
delicious.
nice
good
day.
sit
It was
down.
delicious.
It was a really nice day.
Yeah.
I think we went right to bed. Didn't we go to bed after that?
I think so.
After eating a pile of
Yeah.
sugar.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. We
Um,
went to bed early that
Michael
night.
had to leave early in the
Yes.
morning, so we didn't get to see him. But the 5 of us decided to go back down to 12 South. We walked there, and it was a beautiful
did,
walk.
yeah.
The buds are starting; they're a little bit ahead of us as far as spring goes. So there's hope. There's hope.
It's coming.
12 South was a really cool little area. Like we found a couple great stores. Laura and I might have made a purchase or two.
You already got it, right?
I did you?
Yeah, it came within like 2 days.
I know.
Yeah.
Buck Mason. I love that store. I could buy everything in
Yeah.
there. And it was just fun to walk around again and get in the fresh air.
And it was sunnier. It
Yes,
was cool,
it was
but it was
cool,
sunny.
but
and,
sunny, yeah.
our flight was late so the flight that we took, it was Avello
Yeah.
Airlines.
Yes.
It literally flies back and forth on Friday it goes,
New Haven.
and then back, the next flight you could possibly take is Monday afternoon.
Right,
So,
so there weren't many options. But
Yeah.
it was great. It gave
It
us
was
one
fun.
more day.
Yep.
yeah.
And then we got to the airport and
Yep.
back home, and it took me another week to recover from that.
Well, you know what? I was thinking about it. It's because of the time change. So we
Yes.
didn't realize we were going back an hour. We didn't realize it was that
I
far
had no
west.
We were adjusting to spring forward, and then we went back.
So we had just done, daylight
On
savings
Mon- on
time,
Sunday,
and then we were used to it, and then we did it again, and then we weren't
back
used
and
to
did
it.
it again.
Yeah.
It was a little
So I
crazy.
think that's what
I think it
wiped
was
us
too.
all out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and not all the talking and walking and eating.
No.
The only thing that we didn't, in my opinion, that
Yeah.
when I go back again, I want to hear music.
Yes.
Yes.
Same.
And not on Broadway.
No.
Yeah.
Not on the big crazy. Like we
Me
did
too.
hear music on Friday night in our hotel. We're staying at a
Oh,
Moxie, which
It's a
nothing
Marriott.
fancy.
Mhm.
Yeah, Marriott, nothing fancy. The young woman
Yes.
who was singing, I don't know how she's not a superstar. I was like, you get yourself on American Idol and get yourself heard, and she was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I just like people
agree.
have told me there are like smaller bars that aren't as crazy. That was the only thing I feel like, especially
missed
because
out
it's
on that.
Nashville,
Yeah.
that we didn't
Mechanical
do.
bull
And
riding.
Yes.
yeah, okay, so
I wish
that's
we
for
did
next
that.
time.
Me too.
Okay,
I
well
think
now we have to go back.
if I had to choose between axe throwing and mechanical bull riding, I think we picked correct.
Yeah, but you haven't done it yet, so you
Yeah.
don't know.
So you don't
You're
know.
right. I don't
Right.
want to get wrenched off and hurt something.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
But the idea
No.
is fun.
No.
But the girl in the Blundstone store on Sunday when we were walking around, there was a Blundstone store in 12 South in the neighborhood.
oh my God.
There was a live singer in there, and she was
Everywhere.
amazing.
She
She was
so
amazing.
good.
She was
but
really
Like,
good.
I would
Like-
have loved to find like a smaller
no,
bar,
definitely.
not Broadway
Yeah. No,
craziness,
No.
and listen to some
Yeah.
music. And I'm not sort of into country music because I just don't listen to
No.
it up here. I don't know that much about it. But there's a certain kind of country music, the storytelling, not the like.
Well, you love a good story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would have loved. That's the only thing I feel like next time I go to Nashville,
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
make a point of
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
having a night where we find a cool
I would
little
love
place
that.
to listen
I
to
would love
music.
that. That's
I definitely
we're going
wanna do
back.
that.
So
Yeah.
I mean, the Moxie was a great place to
It
stay.
was.
It was.
And the Moxie it's a Marriott property, and it's kind of a, I don't want to
No
say
frills.
cheap or no frills, but the absolute best thing was that lobby.
The
because
lobby.
you think about like even at VKL where,
You
like there are
there's-
little areas that you could. Everybody was in the lobby, and other people who like Caitlin and Erica and Lindsay, they weren't staying there, but they came because they knew
Yes.
so many people.
Right.
Like it's such a great lobby. There's all kinds of games if you wanted to. We were all just knitting, but like the lobby made it
Right.
worth that hotel.
Yeah.
It was a good gathering
Yeah,
space.
it was really,
really
nice.
was.
Tons of little seating areas
Yes.
and little groups,
Yes.
and it
Yes.
just, it was so fun to just hang out and knit and meet people and talk to them.
Yeah.
So
Really
great
fun.
trip,
Yeah.
2 thumbs up overall.
Oh,
Nicely
definitely.
done.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so then we came home. Kate and I this past
Oh
weekend.
yeah, we did more
I know,
stuff.
oh my god, like I didn't have enough time with you. Michael was had a trunk show up
Yeah.
at Stars Hollow for his Upland Fiber Co.
Yes.
Kate, you can show what you purchased from him.
So I purchased this. So at the trunk show, he has a bunch of samples, but then he also
Look
has.
pretty. Look how good that shows.
I know, isn't that good?
Yes,
Ooh.
I know. Not a pink gal, but I
No, it's
good. Look, even with this,
it's on
it look
gray.
good.
It's a
Yes.
gray base, so
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
makes it.
There's black
good.
in it, so
Yes,
that's why I like
yeah. But Michael has these binders with pattern ideas
You would've loved this,
for
Laura.
the fingering
Sorry, I couldn't make it.
or the worsted weight yarn. And then he has like a little QR code that you can scan and will take you to the Ravelry page for the patterns. It
Yeah,
was
you
genius.
could look it up
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
hats, scarves,
Yes.
garments.
Yes. Yeah.
It was really
Yes,
very
it was
smart,
really
exciting.
smart. Yeah.
And he had some beautiful samples.
He did,
laying around,
yes.
a little of everything. for
So
everyone.
I bought this for Rich to make a pair of the fingerless mitts that were in the binder. I don't remember the name of that, but I got it home and Rich is like, oh, that's beautiful yarn. I love that color. That should be a sweater. So,
Sneaky rich.
so
Yeah.
now I'm making a sweater. One of your comments to win the yarn could be a worsted weight men's sweater.
There you go.
Simple. I like him. I love him, but he
No
doesn't
cables.
need cables all over. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Stockinette.
yeah.
That color is called steel.
It's called steel. Yeah,
And
and
mine
my
is
shirt's
called bubbles.
bubbles.
Bubbles?
Look how
Oh,
nice
yeah,
they
I
look
love that.
together.
They
Yeah,
do
they
actually
actually
look
look
good
good.
together.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would be like a good hat.
That
Right?
would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good at pairing colors together
Yes.
with when customers were
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That was lots of fun.
It was fun.
Cute little stores, fun to see.
Yeah, it's a-
Katie and Lorraine. So
yeah,
our friends
everybody.
up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was nice.
Mm-hmm.
There was a mom and daughter that came in, and the daughter had just started crocheting pretty recently, and so she bought some of that pink color to crochet herself a skirt, I believe.
Yeah, I think
Ooh,
that's
yeah.
what it was. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
And she like, I don't know, do you cast on in crochet? Is that what you call it?
I think so.
I'm sorry, I don't know,
Hook
but
on.
yeah.
I don't know.
She
either.
hooked on.
sure
She
it's
was
a
like
cast on.
sitting under the stairwell, like already started like her little skirt. So it was
Yeah.
really,
I can't wait.
really
I feel
cute.
like it's so nice
yeah.
and soft.
It's
so,
yeah. I'm excited to.
Me too.
to
I'm
try
excited
it.
for that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
check them out online or on Instagram.
Um,
And I have one more purchase, you guys.
Hmm.
Not from Star Hollow.
okay.
You haven't seen this yet.
No, I haven't.
I know.
But wait, we also have another acquisition.
Oh yeah. First, let's do that.
Oh.
So
No.
yeah,
It's
no,
like-
cute. Look
Laura got us tins for our birthday.
for our birthdays.
Look how good
I
it's
was
going
in
together.
Yeah.
the lamb shop in Denver
Yes.
with my son, and yeah, that's pretty wild. And it was actually Kate and Kim's birthday are
Back to back.
back to back, and it was Kate's birthday. And I was driving with my son. I'm like, I want to see if we're anywhere near the lamb shop, and we were like half a mile away. And I'm like, let's go.
Bingo. Yeah.
Really, really cute little store. Not even that
Yeah.
little. Medium, decent sized shop in Denver. Well worth a stop if you're ever there. I didn't buy any yarn, but
Thank
But
you.
thank you
Yeah,
for our
thank you,
tins
thank
and
you.
our
And
funny
it
little
was-
stickers.
and it was Kate's birthday, and I was like, oh, I
Oh.
gotta find something cute for them while I was there.
You did it.
yeah. Thank
I
you.
love, I love those little tins.
So I made a purchase. I saw
Oh,
online
yeah.
Linen
Yes,
Quill.
yes,
The
yes,
minis
yes.
went on sale, and then I saw they had it's called an incredible blanket, a free pattern of theirs. So I hit yes, and I got all the minis.
Oh. Okay. Here.
Holy
Here.
mama.
I know.
You got those too?
I know. Well,
Sorry.
here's the setup. There we go. You guys, it is so good. So I can't wait
Can
to
I see the
start.
pattern of the
Okay,
blanket?
I don't have a picture of
Oh.
it right here,
Oh,
but
wait.
there's a story.
But wait. Yeah.
But wait, there's
But
more.
wait.
I mentioned it last podcast, and then Beth McDonald Stone said she had seen someone in a podcast who said the pattern was a little boring.
For the incredible
for the
blanket?
incredible
To knit,
blanket
yes.
to knit, and
Yeah.
another, was going to
I
take
mean,
a
it's
while.
just like,
right?
wow, where do you
So
even
this
start?
woman just started to do the Stephen West Rain or Shine blanket
Oh.
in the quill. This is the blanket, and I'm gonna do it up in. I'm just gonna follow the color palette here and do it that way.
Ah.
If you go on,
Oh yeah, that does look a little more
yeah.
interesting.
there, show that. 'Cause
It
that
looks
shows
like
the other one looks like a crocheted blanket.
this
the
looks
incredible
like the
blanket.
yes, it does. This looks like the dishcloths.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
A little texture, but enough to kind of keep it interesting to knit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I also have
Yes.
not the minis, but I have a blanket worth
Yes.
of the Purl Soho linen quill, but they're the full size skeins, so not as many colors. And I think it was the Nature's Palette blanket.
Yes.
And I would love to make a blanket, but every time I look at it, I'm like, oh,
I
it just does
know.
not. And I think it's seed stitch,
Oh.
and I'm like, like, do I want to
Yeah.
make a whole
Well,
blanket out of seed
this
stitch?
incredible blanket is beautiful. My phone, we're using it to film, so I can't show you, but it was gonna be like that. It was gonna be just,
It
man.
just every time I look at, and I have it actually in. Who's the woman who makes those big gorgeous buckets with the leather handles that you have?
Kohi?
No. Sorry, Canvas. I can't remember her name. I have it sitting in a bucket behind my knitting chair, and every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, I've got to
Yeah.
figure out what to make with that.
Look at that.
Yeah, they're just
Oh my
incredible.
God, it's
They're
so
so good.
pretty.
This
They're
is a
just
great
so-
yarn too.
Yeah, I know.
Really
And
great
you know,
yarn.
I always wanted to see the whole palette
That's
together.
the incredible
Yeah,
blanket.
it's really cool.
It's
but
it looks like
a
crochet.
crochet blanket.
Yeah.
It's not. You have to knit down into the stitch below, which sounded like a
Oh,
pin,
wow.
And then
Actually,
bottom.
that's quite beautiful.
Yeah, but this knit up in this looks. You
Right?
can actually see the colors better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't get lost within each other.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
They just. They
So
think
you're
it's
literally
so
gonna.
good.
Oh, I see. You're gonna go in this order.
Just
Yeah.
gonna start. Yep.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
Start at the very
So it's gonna take me
beginning.
forever, but that's okay.
It's really good.
It'll be an heirloom piece
Yeah.
for my great grandchildren.
Great.
great grandchildren. So that was a big
Awesome.
project there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you. Don't know when I'm going to start that, but whenever. Whenever.
There's
Not in
time.
the summer. Well,
Nothing
start
but
maybe
time.
start in the summer, and as it gets bigger,
Yeah.
it gets colder, and you don't mind having it on your lap.
True. Good point. Good point. So I think that's it for today, ladies. Am I missing anything?
No, I think that's it
No,
for me
it was,
too.
it was a really fun long weekend, and you guys had a little extra trip together. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
here's to more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. So happy spring, everybody.
Yes.
And we'll be back in
A month.
not a month.
A month.
Yeah, sounds good.
This is a little sooner than
I was
most,
gonna
actually,
say.
because
We did have one woman. She was so cute. She's
Oh,
like,
she was cute.
she's like, you guys need to podcast more. She's like
No,
every day.
She said, I have a complaint.
Oh yeah.
And
Yes.
I'm like,
Oh
oh,
my
God,
God.
now what? 'Cause-
You're right. She did. Start
And then
off that
she's
way.
like, my only
She was
complaint
so
is you
cute.
don't podcast enough. I'm like, oh, thank God. That we
yeah,
can handle.
she was really
So
cute.
I know a few
Yeah.
people.
No,
have
actually, we
mentioned-
can't, but
I know. No, we can't.
we
You
have
know,
less to talk about.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep you wanting more. No, kidding. So with that, like and subscribe.
okay. Yes,
Okay.
please. Yeah.
All right. Happy spring.
All right.
Bye bye.